What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cook cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's not good news you can use. It's not good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college week, dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Hit that button. We're gonna bring you something. You feel me? You feel me? Notification bell here. All stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest here at TNN Trap News Network. Man, I'm back in the same, like cook cracking the same with another young and half-face style video. Shout out to young and half-feet though. Don't care about nothing but the check though. Show bro some love if you ain't showing bro some love. You feel me? You feel me? Random. I'm on the freeway. A random person's walking. Yep, on the freeway. Random person's walking. I can't make these things up. That's what happens here in the city of Atlanta at times because it's a Grand Theft Auto server. Anyway, hit that notification bell here. All stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We giving y'all news y'all can use. We giving y'all knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that tap in to make sure in fact tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? You feel me? We finna slide into this content, man. I think Benzino has had a little bit of a probably wobbly with Wack 100. Let's see what they got going on, man. Let's see. Fights over 40. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
The prosecutor.
Man, bro. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. What else we doing? What else we doing?
You want to move on?
We done?
No, come on. What you about to
No. Are we done? If not, I'm out. It ain't nothing.
No, we're not done.
Okay, so
continue the interview.
I'm not doing that, though.
You're not doing what?
I'm not doing what I just said I'm not doing. I'm not answering none of that.
You're not answering no questions?
Hell no about what prosecutor and so Amanda Seals the prosecutor.
What she said about you.
I don't give a fuck what the prosecutor says about me.
So she's
lying. What
lying.
does that got to do with anything?
But you cared about what the police said about Guy, though.
What?
But
I don't listen, bro.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on, because I'm gonna continue this interview, and we're gonna address certain things here. Since you here,
yeah, but
right?
if I'm saying, bro, listen. What I'm telling you is, if it keeps going, I'm out.
If
that's
what
I'm
keeps
telling
going?
You. I said if I'm not gonna keep. Let's go.
Okay, so Wack 100 had a lot to say about you.
Right.
Any truth to the things he said?
Fuck no. Nah, I'm not even. Again, none of that dumb shit either. Look, let me tell you. I went out to Adam 22 4.5 hours at that motherfucking shit. Wack 100 never showed up.
Was he supposed to?
Why? And why wouldn't he? We got beef, right? In real life, right? I don't know the internet.
I don't know if
shit.
y'all got beef.
I was at. Then why are you talking about?
I'm going by what was being said. All this internet
okay,
shit. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's real.
Hey, listen.
No.
Listen, no. We don't want to talk about it.
No. What I'm saying to you, from my perspective,
let's move on.
I don't know what's real and not on the internet. That's why I'm asking you. If you got beef with them, that's cool.
I feel you, but I want to address it.
So address it.
I'm saying I was up at Adam 22 for 4.5 hours. Right? This is where he's at every day. Brick Baby, Sharp, everybody up there. That nigga never showed. 4.5 hours. Up there.
He knew you was there.
Why wouldn't he? Everybody else did.
Okay.
You hold up. You don't think he did 4.5 hours? You don't think me going away? You don't think that they didn't tell Wack 100?
It ain't about what I think, because I think he would have known.
Bro,
I'm just asking you.
I'm asking you. That I'm going up there. This is his partner.
It's rhetorical.
It's
rhetorical.
It's rhetorical?
It's rhetorical
Most
question.
of the shit you say is rhetorical.
It's a rhetorical question. Hey, well, I'm going to keep asking these rhetorical questions there, man. Okay, all the information, you said you don't believe none of, well, you said the stuff that Wack was saying is not true, right?
I'm not doing the Wack. Next, I've already answered that. You don't want to do that? I'm not doing the Wack either. What's next? I've already said that.
What you mean I don't want to do it?
No, I'm saying if I see Wack, me and Wack going to handle our business.
Okay.
All right, okay.
So I'm just saying, where do you think he got he's making it up?
I don't know where the fuck he got it. I don't know him. I don't know that man. I see the man on the internet. I ain't seen the man in real life. I know he woof on the internet. I was up there in real life for 4.5 hours in LA, there at the spot just like this, bigger one, in there 4.5 hours sitting there. He never showed up.
He never showed up.
No, he never showed up.
Let me ask you this. Do you know this phone number?
Bro, I'm out, man. I can't do this.
The prosecutor,
man, bro.
I say this. Benzino got a lot going on, but Benzino sound off for his issues. He pull up for what he got to pull up for. He handle what he got to handle. You know what I'm saying? They tried to humiliate that man publicly. They tried to destroy him publicly. Wack gets involved and makes business into his business that ain't his business. And Benzino came to see about it. Why is it that Wack always figures out a way to get himself out of a physicality? Always figures out to get his way out of a physicality. Always. He gonna always figure out a way to flu-flam the situation, Skull Doug situation, where he never has to take a fade. He did it with me. He did it with Jay Diggs. He ain't gonna go up to Marathon Burger for nothing. You feel me? Rumor has it, somebody had offered him and Pathetic Fatso to go up to Marathon Burger, and they was both like, hell no, I'm not going up there, because they already know what time it is. So I'm glad that y'all know. I'm glad that y'all know. That's that. I think that Benzino's point is amazing because he doesn't want to continue to get caught up in flammery for a messy podcaster. I'm not sure about that podcaster, but it seemed like bro was up there more so to embarrass Benzino, more so from just that little clip that I saw. It looked like he was up there more so to embarrass Benzino and try to confront him. Your job as an interviewer is not to confront your guest. Like, if you want to confront me, take me outside and we can go get cracking in the back, and then we can just handle it like that. But to confront me on camera, that's not your job as an interviewer, and that makes you an actual bad interviewer. Your job is to get the story and to get whatever you got to get. Now, if you have a vendetta against that person and they go into it knowing that there's a vendetta and knowing that there's an issue, knowing that there's a 1-2 step like Sierra, totally different scenario. But Benzino has no actual history with this guy outside of being a guest on his podcast, and you were so thirsty for a clickbait, you're damn near attacking this nigga. That's not really making for, like I said, I didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, but what about this? What about this? Yeah, but I don't want to talk about, yeah, I want this. Well, do you know this number? Like, bro, why did you waste your own time? Because what I know about the YouTube monetization, I've seen the original clip numbers. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw the original clip numbers. It didn't do that much. It didn't do that much. And ultimately, if you would have did a better interview and you would have probably, been able to ask those same questions differently to actually get a reaction and get a response to where he could have back and forth in dialogue, the money that you spent renting the podcast space with the equipment could have been made by the video. But knowing how these analytics work, even if you own your podcast space, even if you own all your podcast equipment, the numbers off that video didn't cover half of that. Not even a quarter of. You feel me? So when it comes to that, you feel me? Long story short, like, that was just, in my opinion, that was trash TV. In my opinion, that was trash TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm allowed to have my opinion. I'm allowed to feel how I feel. I'm allowed to think what I think. But I think that was trash TV, and I think that was a trashy interview. And I think that the whole intention of that was for him to destroy Benzino's credibility or try to embarrass him. And it just all we found out is what we already know. Wack is a hide-and-seek world champion. And in addition to running from dudes all within the city of Los Angeles, all through the city of Compton, Pacoima, and all that kind of stuff, while Wack is not ever able to go there, apparently he's not able to be at the No Jumper building while Benzino's there either. You know what I'm saying? Apparently he's not able to be at the No Jumper building while Benzino's there either. And I believe Benzino because that nigga mentioned Sharp. Why the hell is anybody mentioning Sharp? Sharp ain't been around in a long time. Sharp ain't been around in a long time. So for him to mention Sharp, I'm inclined to believe that Benzino is doing what he had to do and handling what he got to handle. You feel me? With that all being said, be better today than what you were yesterday. Be even better tomorrow. But today, be at your absolute best. Red dots to the left. Oh, before we get up out of here, if you trying to be a rich trapper, Trap News Network correspondent, hit me up on Instagram. This is a paid opportunity. TRAPNEWSNETWORX. Trap News Network, to be a Trap News Network correspondent. Tap in with the tap in. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're commenting. Make sure you're subscribing. Hit me up. It's a paid opportunity, and I'll figure out how to get you some of this good chili for your Trap News Network interests. You feel me? You feel me? With that all being said, man, free Avenue Angel until he's free. We go.